thank you all for being here. Good evening. Welcome to this local hub for all things creative. It's called the Linda Fairley Carpinteria Arts Center. And we are so glad to be back. We're so glad to be celebrating all of you. The last time we did this was 2019. And we took a little hiatus back in 2017-18 because of the twin tragedies of fire and flood. And we gathered in 19, and then we took another 3-year break due to COVID. So we're extra thrilled to be back with all of you in this whole new crop of student work at the Linda Fairley Arts Center and the student work that's gracing the walls of the Robinson Gallery. So my name is Mary Beth Carty. I'm president of the Carpinteria Women's Club, a venerable institution in the Carpinteria Valley. It's well over 100 years old and dedicated to promoting arts, education, community action, and philanthropy. Come on in. For the benefit of our town, our schools, and most certainly our kids. The Women's Club has had a very long history of sponsoring this art contest. Too long for most of us to count, but it's over 50, maybe 60 years. And I just want to take a moment and introduce our hard-working committee. Jerry Ann Carty right here. You might also know her as this year's Carpinterian of the Year, at least 50%. And the other half, of course, is her husband, Greg Carty. And Melissa Doyle over there co-chaired this event. Janie Cohen is right over here. Janie has offered instruction as well as assistance with the show. And Shannon Sedevy hung the show with Shen Roshan and, of course, Jerry and Melissa's help.
Pardon me.
Yeah, let's be real careful around those ceramics. Okay, any other notes from our videographer here? Are we good to go? Okay, let's continue. This marks the 10th year of a delightful partnership between the Carpinteria Women's Club and this Carpinteria Arts Center. And we are most grateful and really richly blessed by this partnership. Special thanks to Linda Fairley, otherwise known as Carp's Fairley godmother, who made this dream possible through her incredible generosity. And we have fresh new leadership team of Christina Calkins, who is the executive director, and development director Jody Wilson, volunteers Jerry Ann Campopiano. These lovely ladies that have come to help today, Liz and Kathy, of course. And we must recognize the leadership of Tim Cohen, who is chairing the board this year. So, along with the Art Center, our partners include Carpinteria Unified School District. Everybody that won this contest is a member of the Carpinteria Unified School District, and the superintendent, Diana Rigby, is a champion for arts education. And she's our hero for bringing back art to CMS in the form of Ryan Ethington, who's the Carpinteria Middle School art teacher. And also big thanks to Sarah Rocklitzer. Where's Sarah? Sarah. We're just going to call her our art angel of Carpinteria High School. We want to thank Carpinteria Education Foundation. They helped us with cash awards. Sally Green, I don't know if she's here. I know there's Rotary's having a meeting, so some of our people are at that. But Sally helped facilitate the generous donation toward prizes this year. At Montecito Bank and Trust, we have a friend in Leo Fortunato. He helped us out. And the Carpinteria Morning Rotary Club sponsored this year's Lori Stout Senior Merit Award. Also want to make sure thanks is given where thanks is due to Suzanne Requejo. Suzanne? There she is, right in front of me. Suzanne's program is Artesania para la Familia. It's the Family Arts and Literacy program. They offer creative enrichment opportunities for local students. Artesania is under the umbrella of the Friends of the Carpinteria Library. And aside from year-long free community workshops and events, Artesania holds a summer camp in collaboration with Casitas Village Homeowners Association. And this year, Artesania continued to promote literacy and the arts for Carp kids with an after-school program that started in January. And the artwork submitted to this contest was under the direction of art instructor Janie Cohen. And And also want to thank our man on the street, who is our man in the house right now, Larry Nimmer, for his videography contribution. Again, you'll be able to view this on Larry's very own YouTube channel. So we're grateful to all of you for your help and support. We know how important it is to be exposed to opportunities to create art and to understand it. And I love this quote that Michelle Obama said. She said, "The arts and humanities define us, define who we are as a people. That is their power to remind us of what we have to offer and what we all have in common, to help us understand our history and imagine our future, to give us hope in the moments of struggle and to bring us together when nothing else will." So student artists, you're helping to bring peace to the world and greater understanding and tolerance, and you probably didn't even know that. The other thing that Michelle Obama said that I think is spot on is arts education is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's really the air that many of these kids breathe. It's how we get kids excited about getting up and going to school in the morning, and it's how we get them to take ownership of their future, and most importantly, it's how we get them to go to college. So who gets up excited in the morning because they're going to do art? Raise your hand. All right. Yeah. Then you're in the right place. And that is why we're here, to celebrate the unique vision and creative expression of our kindergarten through 12th grade students in Carpinteria schools. And we recognize contests are hard. It's very subjective to judge. Everybody has a different idea of what is beautiful and what is creative. So we do the best we can, but we hand it over to the pros. So we have 3 professional working artists who have done the work of actually judging, and we leave it to them to select their 4 choices: honorable mention, 3rd, 2nd, and of course 1st place. And they do that with a criteria that basically looks for creativity and thoughtfulness. Did the student that created this piece think about what they were trying to say? Or, as our gal Melissa says, does it have that art spark? So all of the students in this show have that, as you can plainly see. Our 3 judges this year, as I said, are working artists. 2 are painters, Lee Sparks and Karen Glancy. Lee, her entire intention of painting is to preserve the natural coast and the rural beauty of Carpinteria. And Karen Glancy started out as an artist and took off 30 years to have babies and raise them. And then she got back into it, and her work is stunning. And then we have a ceramic artist, Deb Jorgensen, who just gets her hands dirty. She is one of the most inspiring ceramic artists we know of, and we adore them, and we thank them for their time and their talent. And so at this time, we are going to get on with the awards. After everybody's been recognized, come back out here for refreshments. But as Larry said, we want you to walk to the back gallery, the Robinson Room, and make sure that you are photographed and possibly even videotaped with whatever comments you want to make about your art. So students, when your name is called, just walk on up here and we will give you your ribbon, your prize, your cash, and your certificate, and we're all just going to applaud, okay? And then, of course, stick around for photos. So when we announce winners, we're going to start with our youngest ones, and that is the kindergarten, 1st and 2nd division. Are we ready? Is everybody from the kindergarten, 1st and 2nd kind of towards the front? Because we're going to start with our honorable mention winner, Marlo Paluska. Marlo! So Marlo, who is in 2nd grade at the Carpinteria Family School, has her teacher, Miss Jan Silk, with us. She's over here. She's very proud of you, Marlo. Marlo's picture is called, it's a cubist self-portrait. It's done in mixed media. So again, everybody needs to journey back there to see it.
What can you wave high?
Thanks, Marlo. Our 3rd place winner is Savannah Gonzalez. Savannah. Come right up here, Savannah. Savannah's a 2nd grader. And She's in Mrs. Guerrero's class, but Janie Cohen was her art instructor for her piece called The Kiwi in watercolor.
Thank you.
Good job. This is all yours. Our second place winner is Brandon Rodriguez. He's a second grader. He is a Catalina School student in Miss Aguila's class, second grade. And Janie Cohen was also his teacher. And this is all Artisania, folks. Good job, Brandon. You're very welcome. And he has excellent manners, I might add. First place in this category goes to Suzette Clay. Suzette is another one of Jan Silk's second grade students. She did an amazing portrait of Amelia Earhart in mixed media. Yay, Family School. Congratulations to Jan and to Suzanne. Thank you for making art opportunities so readily available. We so appreciate that. Our next category is 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, we're going to start with Harper Haros as our honorable mention. Right here. Harper did a portrait of Walt Disney.
So good.
He is a 3rd grader at the Carp Family School, and his teacher is Jan Silk. Great job, Harper. Our 3rd place winner is James Patterson. James is also a student in the Carpinteria Family School. Jan Silk is his teacher, turn up. He did a portrait of Clara Barton in mixed media. Beautiful job. Congratulations to James. Our 2nd place winner is Alexa Williams. Alexa is a student in Carpinteria Family School, and her teacher is Jan Silk. She did a cubist self-portrait. Wow, that's hard to envision yourself in a cubist style. And our 1st grade winner is Isabel Holmes. Isabel's a 3rd grader in the family school. Jan Silk is her teacher, and she too did a cubist self-portrait. Great job. Such great work. So proud of you guys. Oh, let me take this moment to note that there's actual cash in the envelope, so let's not lose them. Okay, we're on the middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade now. And we're going to start with our honorable mention winner, Olivia Hochner. This is where they get taller. Olivia did a dog portrait in acrylics, and Mr. Ethington is her teacher at Carp Middle School. She's an 8th grader. Okay, our 3rd place winner is Amaya Cascade Currylu. Did I say it right? Amaya? So this is Amaya's 3rd place win. And she got it for a portrait that she did, acrylic paint, in Mr. Ethington's class in Carpinteria Middle School. But just stay where you are, because Amaya also won 1st place for her portrait. And the reason it happens that way is our judges come in blindly, and the names are on the back of the pieces, so sometimes we get duplications, and you're one of the lucky winners. So happy 3rd, happy 1st. And our 2nd place winner in this division, 6 through 8, is Carson Weber. Carson. And this also is for a portrait that Carson did in Mr. Ethington's class at Carp Middle School. She's a 6th grader. Excellent work. Okay. So now they get even taller now, well, in many cases. 9th through 12th are Carp High School student winners. We're going to start with our honorable mention winner, David Rodriguez. All right, David. David is a senior at Carp High. His piece is called The God of War, Kratos, and it was done in graphite. And Miss Maple, who's your teacher, huh? Is she here today? There's Miss Maple! Congratulations, David. And congratulations, Miss Maple. Because your name's going to come up a lot. Our 3rd grade winner is Alexandra Guerrero. Alexandra's a senior as well. Miss Maple was her teacher at Carp High, and her piece is called Which One? It was acrylic. Great. Thank you. Our 2nd place winner is An Nguyen. An? 12th grader? An is a senior as well in Miss Maple's class, and her piece was called Emoteless, and it was done with acrylics and gouache. Gouache. Yeah, it's great. Thank you, An. And our 1st place winner in the high school division is Ilsa Alvarado. Ilsa is a senior. Her piece is called Camino al Futuro. It's a collage piece, and her teacher is Miss Maple. Congratulations. Okay, we're moving right along to the digital photography class. So we have Ms. Rocklitzer and Ms. Maple responsible for these pieces. Our honorable mention winner is Bella Velasquez. Bella. So she's 11th. I have her as 11th grade. Okay. Her piece is called Andrew, and it's in the back room. Make sure you watch for it. Our 3rd place winner is Guadalupe Cintura. Guadalupe. She said she was okay. We're going to send you home with stuff. How about 2nd place, Marika Stellwagen? Hi. Marika's an 11th grader, and her piece is called The Looking Glass. It's amazing. Good job. Thank you so much. All right, and that was Miss Rocklitzer's class. And remember that time I told you that there were some duplications? Ilsa Alvarado won 1st place for her digital photograph called New Mexico. Congratulations. Two ribbons for your bulletin board. Thank you. The ceramics category has notoriously been a phenomenal division that comes out of Carpinteria High School. We can't believe the work that comes out of the ceramics studio. So much so that we named our Senior Merit Award after Lori Stout, who retired recently. Well, it's been a few years, I guess, but she started that rich tradition of ceramic excellence, and thank you, Miss Rocklitzer, for continuing it. But our honorable mention in this division is Monica Delgado.
She was not a either.
I actually saw her today at the Women of Inspiration luncheon where she was receiving another award. So, got to get on her calendar early. Our 3rd place winner in this division is Paul Bitters. Paul, this one is for Scalding Seahorse. But stick around because you also took 1st place. Wait. And that piece was called Agitated Angler. You have to check these pieces out in the back. Thank you very much. That's times
Thank
2.
you.
It's a lucky day, huh? And finally, our second place winner in ceramics is Maya Shelley. Maya. We couldn't believe your work. Fungal skull, which is done with clay, but also pine cone pieces. Really outstanding. Beautiful job, Maya. Again, Miss Rockwitzer, thanks for the work that comes out of that room. Congratulations, Maya. So as I said, we have a Senior Merit Award, and that's based on a body of 3, at least a minimum of 3 submitted pieces that students get to choose with some help from their teacher. And in this particular contest, Alexandra Guerrero has been awarded the Lori Scout. Her body of work includes acrylics and watercolors. These are the titles. Influences is one. Do I even have to move? Was another piece. Everything will be okay. And then which one? Very, very intriguing. So thank you all so much. So I invite you to come back into this room for refreshments in about a minute. Please, Larry will follow you into the gallery, and let's get some pictures of artists and their work. Remember, if you have anything to say, he will record you. Okay?
What is your name?
Suzette?
And show me which one you did.
That one?
And want to tell me anything about it?
Not really.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, hi, and what's your name?
Carson Weber?
Show me which one you did.
That one?
Tell me about it. How did you do it?
We drew the faces and then we painted them with pastel and watercolor.
It's very artistic. Why do you think it's artistic?
I like the colors.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what's your name?
Amaya?
What school do you go to?
I go to CMS.
And which are your pieces?
These 2 over here.
And can you tell me about how did you do that piece?
We took photos of ourselves and then we painted over and drew with markers.
And did you paint on the photo or did you
We painted on the photo.
Oh, okay, that's good. And you printed out the photo first?
Yeah.
Is it a black and white photo?
Yes.
Oh, did you purposely make it black and white?
Yes.
Why? Just to be arty?
Yeah.
Good idea. And how did you do this one?
First had this really cool paper and we put a normal sheet. So there was a art paper and then we put some black paper and then we drew on the black paper and it came off on the white paper and then we painted it with acrylics.
Well, good job.
Thank you.
Question is, what's your name?
My name is Brandon Rodriguez.
And what school do you go to?
In Catalina School.
Nice. Which one did you make?
This artist.
How did you do it?
So first I draw the bird with the pencil and the next thing I put all the styles and then I put water first and then I put some rainbows and colorful and some birds right there and some trees and just
Excellent job. What's your teacher's name?
Miss Aguilas.
Okay, well, good job. Thank you. So, what's your name?
Harper Harrows.
And how old are you?
9.
What school do you go to?
Family school.
Well, nice. And which is your piece?
That one.
Wow, that's really good. Can I ask you how you did it? How'd you do it? Yeah.
Well, we searched a picture on Google and we tried to copy it as much as we could, and we could mix different paints together to make it.
Wow, well, you did a really good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
My name's Ilse Alvarado.
What school do you go to?
I go to Carpinteria High School.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Maple and Miss Rothbutzer.
Okay, tell me about these two. You did these two here?
Yeah, I did these two.
Tell me about them.
Well, this one I took at San Francisco, and I really liked the composition of like the half and half. And so I really wanted to turn it into a watercolor piece, and that's how I did that one.
Oh, so you did it two. You did one subject, two different treatments of it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Is there another one here of yours?
This one as well.
Oh, tell me about that.
Well, I took this one when I went to Mexico. I really liked how like the door reflected like the sunset.
Wow.
And also like the birds.
That's quite. And did you do another one?
Yeah, I did
Show me which one.
This one, my inspiration was like my mom.
Yes.
Yeah, and so since I'm a twin, I wanted to include like my twin.
You're what?
I'm a twin,
Wow.
so I wanted to show like my mom crossing the border for my brothers and I to get like a better future and stuff like that. And that's why I included the butterflies to show like immigration or migration.
Very nice. What's the medium? What do you use? Is it watercolor or is it cutout papers?
Cutout papers, watercolor, acrylic, oil pastels.
Well, very nice. Let me get a shot. Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what's your name?
David Rodriguez,
What school do you go to?
Carpinteria High School.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Maple.
Nice. Show me what you did. Tell me about how you did like these two.
So like with these, I really like the comic type of art. So when I go on social media, I look at a different type of artists to see what they draw. And I really like what they do, so I try to do it myself. And I took the time to learn different techniques, especially with blending on this one.
Blending? So, what are you blending?
Like the shading, like on the, especially here, like on the clothes.
Is it pencil?
Yeah, it's all pencil.
So you do the pencil and then you blend it? And how do you blend it?
So like I start lightly, and once I finish the one layer, I start layering it like one by one, and so I get how I want it.
And what do you hope someone will get out of seeing that one?
I guess just like my passion for drawing like type of comic art, mostly.
It's cool. You want them to be entertained?
Yeah.
Nice. And anything else you want to tell me about that one or this one?
With this one, I would say this one was probably my hardest one to do. Most likely because of the very small line work I had to do for that one, but I really do like how it came out. And surprisingly, it didn't take me that long. It took me like a week, I would say at most.
A week?
Yeah.
And how did you decide to use all those pieces?
Usually I use reference images based on the character I want to draw on, and I look at all of them and try to see what I can add to make this piece like more interesting.
And so what do you think are some of the things that make it interesting?
I would say how like the skull is in the background.
The what?
The skull. And also like the armor he has, just to make it look like he's ready for battle. Just so like it shows a setting in the drawing.
Anything else about the composition?
Not really.
Well, it's nice how the characters in the foreground and that big skull, and then all these stuff he's wearing. Very good job. Anything else you'd like to say about art?
I would say that I'm still trying to improve a lot, so I draw most of the time. And
What do you like about drawing?
I would say because it's like, it helps me relieve stress. And also it gives me something to do whenever I don't have anything. And also it just helps me improve in general with like drawing harder things. Because I would say I would definitely not be able to draw something like that years ago.
Would you think it's better to spend your time drawing than on social media?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Could you say that?
Yeah, I would say drawing is definitely much better than going on social media instead of an actual distraction. It would be much better to learn something new.
And you get a skill and you get to be creative?
Yeah.
Can you say that?
I would say like it would be like a new skill you would learn is how to be much more creative, especially when drawing honestly all the time.
Okay, well, good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
A few questions. What's your name?
My name is Paul Bitters
Where do you go to school?
at Carpinteria High School.
Nice. And show me which pieces you did and tell me about them.
So this is a piece that I made.
What a Nimrod. Sorry, tell me about that. Is it a squid?
Yeah, it's like a giant squid. Was the inspiration, and the inspiration for this one is an anglerfish, the kind of deep sea creatures you see, and that final one is just it's a seahorse. Was the inspiration for that one.
Which is your favorite?
My favorite, surprisingly, because it's not the one that won any award, is the squid.
Oh, why is that your favorite?
Because I really like the scale of the squid, and I love how it came out and the tentacles, and the glaze on it came out pretty well. And I think I had the most fun making the squid, probably. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's see. So, what's your name?
Alexandra.
And what school do you go to?
Carpinteria High School.
Is this one of your pieces?
Yes.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
Well, I made this on a summer vacation, and it's about redemption. And I wanted to express the idea of when you don't do anything or you just give up, you can still experience change. So that's why it's like just there underneath, and it's like plants growing out, because even if like you don't move, nature does his thing.
Keeps on going?
Yes, and that was my basic idea.
Very nice. And what's the medium? Is it watercolor?
No, it's acrylic.
And show me another piece.
Another piece I did was this one.
Tell me about this piece.
This piece was about the intervention that technology or social media specifically have on our behavior.
Yeah?
It's about how we have expectations thanks to social media, and it's like, for example, I put weight here because we want to be like skinny and pretty, and we want to be like this perfect model, but it also comes with negative things because we get to obsession, and that's why like we have cigarettes and medication. That was like the idea.
What do you like about doing art?
It helps me express my feelings or everything I can do with words.
What would you say is the definition of what is art?
Expressing yourself, getting everything out.
Nice. It's a wonderful piece.
Thank you.
And you have one other?
Yes.
Or two others?
I have this one too.
This one, look at this. Tell me about this piece.
This is a watercolor painting. I wanted to make this one because actually that day I was feeling really sad and I didn't know how to express it. so I try to take it out on a painting. And the happy faces was because I was trying to not do I was trying to be strong, and I was trying to show that I was gay, but I wasn't, so I tried to express it in that.
How did you use color to express yourself?
Well, color actually helps because it creates emotion without saying anything, and it helps it shows everything, like you can actually say. It speaks for itself.
Yeah. I love the little smile. Tell me about those smiley faces.
Well, smiles, I did a lot of smiley faces because it represents like you're trying to hide something that you can and trying to say, okay, I'm fine. And it's just like stomp it on yourself.
Well, what would you hope someone would get out of seeing it? If someone sees it, how might that benefit them?
Well, I did it especially for myself, but if anyone can take something out of it, I will actually, well, I don't know, it's up to interpretation, but I will.
Would you like them to? Well, would you like them to see that others may have trouble, so if they have trouble, they feel like they're not alone or something like that?
Yeah, they might like identify with it, maybe.
Nice. And what's the other one?
Oh, it's that one right there.
Tell me about that piece.
That was, it's an acrylic painting, and it represents how sometimes we don't know how we feel, and we can't identify it, and we have to decide for ourselves and choose what we actually feeling to take action. Maybe you're sad, but it's mixed up with anger, and you have to identify it, and you have to decide what you're gonna do about it.
How did you do it? Did you draw it first and then redraw it and then paint it, or tell me the whole process?
Okay, so I sketch it out first, like the main idea. Then I decide like, okay, I like this pose, and I like this dynamic. Then I redraw it on the actual scale that I want to do it.
You sketched it on something else first?
Yes. Then I pass it, and then I paint it with acrylic or whatever I'm using.
Did you use any source material to draw the faces?
I look it up on the internet on some pictures I had and to take out expressions, and I draw it on the video one by one.
It's a really good concept. What would you say the concept is?
I would say that it's when you can't identify yourself, like you don't know what you are or what you feel, or you're just trying to guess.
Well, is it the person can try on different faces, or is the viewers guessing which is the right one? Or
I will say that the person is trying to actually like choose what it's feeling, and it's confused of what to choose between all the emotions that exist.
And tell me about the use of color. Why
I try to use like I try to use some like dark colors, interpreting like I try to use dark colors to express like the confusion and the pressure it has to choose, and to make some contrast and to make it like pop up more. I use lighter colors for the faces.
Well, really good work. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your name again is?
Alexandra.
Well, thank you. And